So when you're ready, make yourself comfortable. You can sit whatever way you like and just using a little bit of support underneath you so you can sit easily. Hands resting on the knees and the eyes closed down. And you're giving yourself a little time at the beginning of your practice to check in, become aware of your body. Just noticing how you're feeling, what might be going on for you today. Notice your physical body, most outer layer of your body first. And then you start to take your attention inwards. Notice the more subtle layers of yourself, your energy, your breath, your mind. Notice whether the mind is busy or quiet. Allow your thoughts to become still. Notice the rhythm of your breath, encouraging a slower, deeper breath. Each breath bringing calmness down over your whole being, every cell, soothing your body. Keeping that inward focus, staying connected to yourself. As you move through the physical practice, gently open up your eyes, let your gaze come around to the light. And we'll take a nice big breath in and circle the arms out and up overhead. As the palms draw together, start the exhalation and bring your hands down in front of the chest. Do that movement again, breathing in as your arms sweep out and up, look up. And breathe out as the hands come down. One more time as you inhale, the arms circle up overhead. And this time as you exhale, take the arms back out and down, fingertips to the floor. Breathe in, the right arm sweeps up into the air. And as you exhale, lean over to the left. With the breath, come back up, lift the left hand. And as you exhale, lean over to the right. So you're moving with your breath from side to side now, inhaling as you lift up and exhaling into the side bend. And all the time, keeping the hips grounding down, letting that movement be nice and fluid, stretching out through the sides of your body. The next time that the right arm comes up and over, hold that stretch. Turn your gaze to look over to the left. Take a few slow breaths. And we'll come back up. Take the left arm over towards the right. Hold the stretch. Turn your gaze to look to the left. Keep your hips anchored. And reach out through that left arm, lengthening through the left side body. And with your in-breath, come up. Take the hands behind the back, take an interlace of your fingers, and with an out breath, gently fold forward, just as far as the hips will allow. Be mindful of your knees. You want to make sure the knees are happy, there's no niggles in the knees. And a few slow breaths in that forward fold. With your next in-breath, come all the way up. Take your hands to the floor, uncross the legs, bring the feet out in front, catch a hold around the knees. And as you exhale, round your spine for seated cat. As you inhale, roll the chest open and the gaze goes up for seated cow. Exhale as you round and inhale as you open. A few more times back and forth, moving with your breath. And then we'll come right back into a neutral spine. Bring the soles of the feet together. Keep the hands on the knees and start to circle your upper body. Nice big circles. As you move, you're loosening into the lower back and the hips. And then coming back up to the top, we'll reverse those circles. Take it back the opposite way. Good, come all the way back to center. Bring your hands out in front and see, can you fold forward? Just a little fold at the hip, we're not going too deep. Breathing into the back body. We'll come back up. Make your way forward, tabletop. If you've props that you were sitting on, pop them out to the side. We'll bring the hands forward so you have a little bit more space, and then you can rock the hips back and forth. And move with your breath. Breathe out as your hips go back. Breathe in as your hips go forward. The next time the hips go back, hold it here in Balasana, child's pose. Let your forehead rest down. Nice long stretch of the back body. Good. As you breathe in, come to tabletop. Tuck your toes under. And with the out breath, lift the knees off the floor into downward facing dog. We flow in and out. As you inhale, come to tabletop, knees come down. And as you exhale, hips go back to child's pose. Keep going with your breath. Inhale through tabletop. Exhaling into the pose. Taking your time as you move. Noticing the sensation that comes and goes with each stage of the flow. And the next time that you come up into your down dog, hold the down dog and start to pedal the legs, bend and straighten. Keep going, working right down into the lower leg, down into the heel. Long stretch through the back body. And then we'll start to walk the feet up to the hands and come into Uttanasana, your forward fold. Let your head hang, let your upper body sway right to left. Come back to center, little bend in the knee, lift your fingertips and inhale for halfway lift. As you exhale, let your upper body fold back down. We'll do that again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. One more. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, folding. Roll your spine to standing with the in-breath. Keep the knees a little bit bent until you get to the top. Then the legs straighten, the arms sweep up, the palms meet overhead. And it's an out breath as the hands come back down in front of the chest. As you inhale, circle your arms overhead and take Kali Mudra, interlacing the fingers. First finger points up. Exhale, lean over to the right, send your hips to the left, and take a full breath in that side bend. With your next in-breath, come up, and exhale, lean over to the left, send the hips to the right. A nice deep breath in the pose. And with your next in-breath, come back up. As you exhale, sweep the arms out and down, folding into Uttanasana. Get your fingertips to the floor. Little bend in the knee, inhale, halfway lift. Good, now as you exhale, step back to plank, lower your knees, and come down slowly to the belly. With your in-breath, lift the chest into Bhujangasana, Cobra. And as you exhale, you're going back into downward facing dog. That's it. Now inhale, take your right leg into the air, one leg down dog. Exhale as that right foot steps forward, left knee lowers to the mat. Breathe in, arms sweep up overhead, interlacing the fingers for Kali Mudra. Exhale, lean over to the right. Take a breath here. And as you inhale, you're coming back up. Exhale as you bend your elbows, hands hook behind the head. And with an in-breath, little back bend. And a few breaths down into the front body. On your next in-breath, reach the arms up overhead, separate the hands. And as you exhale, sweep the arms back, straightening that front leg and folding into a variation of Ardha Hanuman. Inhale as you bend your right knee and lift the arms back up overhead into your low lunge. And exhale as you sweep the arms back and straighten the knee. Do that one more time. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. Then take your fingertips either onto the floor or onto blocks. And you can point the toes of that right foot up towards the ceiling. So we'll stretch a little bit more into the back of the leg. Good. Let's take the right hand inside the right leg. Slide that right foot out to the side. Sole of the right foot is on the floor. And then walk the hands forward for Anahatasana, heart opening pose. You're getting the stretch in the right leg, and at the same time, we're working into the chest and the shoulders. Good, let's start to come up. It's an in-breath as you walk the hands in. Lift all the way up to high kneeling. Keep that right leg out to the side and sweep your arms up to shoulder height. With an out breath, the left hand comes down to the floor by the left knee, right hand up towards the ceiling. And if you're steady there, see, can you pick up that right foot and balance? Good. We'll slowly release down to tabletop, right knee to the floor, palms to the floor, toes tuck under, lift the knees into downward facing dog. Inhale, take your left leg into the air, one leg down dog. And as you exhale, step that left foot forward, the right knee lowers to the mat. Breathe in as you circle your arms overhead, taking Kali Mudra. And with an out breath, lean over to the left, send your hips to the right. A nice full breath in the side bend. Use your in-breath to come back up. And as you exhale, bend your elbows, hands hook behind the head. Inhale, little back bend, arch back. And then hold it here. Take a few slow breaths. With an in-breath, come back up, arms come up, separate the hands. Exhale, sweep the hips back, the arms go back, Ardha Hanuman. And with an in-breath, bend the left knee and take the arms back up overhead for your low lunge. Do it again, exhale as the left leg straightens, the arms sweep back. And inhale as you lift all the way up to your lunge. Exhale, straightening the knee. Inhale, lifting. And this time, as you exhale, come down and hold. Hands to the floor or to the blocks. Folding in over that left leg. The left toes can point up to the ceiling, so you get the stretch in the back of the leg. And then we'll take the left hand inside the leg, slide that left foot out to the left. And from there, the hands walk forward and the chest lowers into Anahasana. Use your in-breath to come up. The hands walk back in. Lift up to high kneeling, arms up to shoulder height. And as you exhale, right hand comes down to the floor beside the right knee, left hand to the ceiling. And if you feel steady, lift the left leg and balance. When you're ready, lower back down to tabletop, left knee lands, palms are back to the mat, knees lift off the floor into downward facing dog. And let's look up to the top of the mat and lightly step the feet forward. Breathe in, take your halfway lift. As you breathe out, fold over the legs. Now come to standing, inhale as you rise up, arms up, palms meet. Exhale, hands lower. Bend the knees, inhale, take the arms to chair. And as you exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Now lift the chest, inhale, halfway lift. Palms flat, exhale, step back to plank. Either knees down, Chaturanga or full Chaturanga. And as you inhale, lift. Up dog if you took full Chaturanga, otherwise stay with your Cobra. Exhale, go back to down dog. Feet together, big toes are touching. Inhale, lift the right leg. One leg down dog, and then roll open the hip, bend the knee, scorpion tail. As you exhale, right foot comes to the top of the mat. Left heel spins to the floor. Breathe in, come all the way up to stand, both legs straight. Arms open in line with the shoulders. Exhale, reach out and down. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right hand very light on the shin, or on a block, or on the floor. If you're going with the block or the floor, go by the outer edge of the foot, little toe side. Good, let's take it from here into Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand to the waist, look down at that right foot, little bend in the right knee. Your right hand comes a good foot out in front of the toes, and then the left leg lifts. And once you get steady here and you're trying to straighten both legs, then you can try lifting that left hand back up. So you're stacking left arm over right, finding a place of balance. Then the next stage is to see, can you get a little bit lighter in the pose? So rather than sinking down into that right hand, that there's an upward energy, a lift. Can you come from here to warrior? Bend your right knee, land the left foot to the back of the mat. Warrior 2, look out over that right hand. With your next out breath, the two hands come down. Step back to plank and lower through your version of Chaturanga. So it can be knees down or full Chaturanga. And then you're inhaling into your up dog or cobra. Exhaling back to down dog. Bringing the big toe sides of the feet together. Inhale, lift that left leg, Ekapada, one leg down dog, roll open the hip, bend the knee, scorpion tail. It's the out breath that takes the left foot forward, the right heel spins down. Breathe in as you come to stand, both legs straight, arms open out. With an out breath, reach out and down. Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle. Remember, be light in that left hand. So if you're using the block or your hand's on the floor, go for the outer edge of the foot, out beside the outer edge of the mat. And then the upward energy through that top hand. So there's very little weight, no weight really in that bottom hand. We'll take it from here to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Right hand to waist. Look at the left foot, bend the left knee. Bring your hand or your block a good step out, about a foot in front of the toes, and lift the back leg. And then work here to get both legs straight. When you feel steady, right hand can go up. And then you want to try and get that upward energy again. Lift up through the top arm. So there's little weight going down into the block or the floor. And you take it from here to warrior two. Left knee bends, right foot lands. Virabhadrasana, look over the left hand. Nice. And now your out breath. Cartwheel the hands down, left foot goes back to plank. Take your chaturanga. Move with control. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, up dog. Exhale, back, Adho Mukha, down dog. Hold down dog. Slow your breath. When you're ready, you can come through to sit. So you might step through or jump through or lower your knees and then slide the legs around. Stretch both legs straight out in front for Paschimottanasana, intense west stretch. Heels down, toes up. Gently fold forward. Catch hold wherever you can. Relax the head. And really allow yourself to surrender into the pose. Now when you're ready, come back up slowly. We'll bend the right knee, plant the right foot to the floor, and then twist to the right. So you can hold your right knee with the left hand or the left elbow, whichever you prefer. Get the spine tall, lift up through the crown of the head. And with the out breath, look over the right shoulder. Let's release. Keep the right knee bent and just bring it out to the side. So you're coming into Janu Shirshasana. Sole of the right foot against the inner left thigh. And from there, fold forward over the left leg. And again, think about softening, relaxing down over the shoulders, down into the arms. A nice easy breath. With your in-breath, come up, straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, plant the sole of the left foot to the floor for your twist. And you're twisting to the left this time. So you hold the left knee either with the right hand or the right elbow. Left hand is on the floor by your hip. Your spine is nice and tall, and with the out breath, you're twisting to look over the left shoulder. And a few slow breaths in the pose. As you breathe in, release the twist. Take your left knee out to the side for Janu Shirshasana. Sole of the left foot against the inner right thigh. Right leg is active. And exhale as you fold over the right leg. And bring that softness. Give yourself the permission to surrender. As you breathe in, come back up and revisiting Baddha Konasana you had at the beginning of your practice. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. The hands come out in front. And this time, just seeing, can you go a little bit deeper now that the body has warmed? Imagine softening into the muscles and the tissues. Breathing your way into the pose. Let's come up. Take your time. Use your hands, roll the legs together, slide them out in front, and we'll come on down to lie for Shavasana. So use as much support as you want to. Any extra layers you want to pop on. You don't have to lie on your back. If lying on your back doesn't feel comfortable, lie on your side or on the belly, or whatever way works for you is perfect. The key is to be able to switch off in Shavasana. So whatever you need to do to be able to relax, that is the way to do it. Okay, and then make sure you're warm enough, you're comfortable. When you're ready, close down the eyes. Take a conscious breath down into your body. And as you breathe out, feel your whole body surrender. Your whole body letting go into this present moment. And know that this is your time. An opportunity to come to stillness. Letting go of the doing. Being present in your body, a deep awareness of yourself. You lie at the end of your practice. Acknowledge yourself for being on the mat. Acknowledge yourself for everything that you've achieved during the physical practice. Slowly deepen your breath. Bring a little bit of movement to your fingers and your toes. Take a nice long stretch through the arms and the legs. And as you breathe out, soften back down. Bring your knees into your chest, rock on your back from side to side. Let your eyes slowly open. When you feel ready, roll to your right side and then use your hands against the floor to ease your way back up to sitting. As you come to sit, join your palms in Anjali Mudra. Anjali Mudra brings the right and left sides of the body together. Take a moment, bow the head, and offer deepest thanks and respects to one another for coming together this evening and sharing this practice. Namaste. Thank you so much.